ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to part 5 of our trading plan theories. My name is Andy Jordan, and today I want to talk about important topic about the markets you want to trade, time frames, financial vehicles, tools, and so on. One of the most important question a trader has to answer, especially at the beginning, is which markets will you trade? And that's not easy to answer, especially at the beginning. It might be very confusing. Should you start with trading futures? Should you go with stocks or maybe with forex? In the future markets, what market segment you want to trade? You want to trade the index futures, you want to go with currencies, and so on. Not easy to answer. My suggestion to you would be, do not start with too many markets at the beginning. It's always better just to focus on a couple of markets, especially when you start with trading. The next question a trader has to answer is which time frames will you trade, and this of course depends how much time you want to spend every day with your trading. When you say, well, I want to trade on 10 minutes charts, then you have to find the time during the day to watch the markets, of course. If you say, well, I just want to trade on the daily chart, then maybe just half an hour every day would be enough to follow the markets. Another suggestion from my side is start with longer time frames and work your way down to shorter time frames, because short time frames like intraday, day trading, the success rate is very low. So it made much more sense to start with a longer time frame and then go shorter after some time of successful trading. Another question you have to answer is which financial vehicle will you use when you say, okay, I want to trade futures. Will you trade outright futures? Will you go with spreads? Will you go with options? So, you can decide in between different markets. The vehicle that you will use will of course also depend on your time frame. For example, when you say you want to go for scalping or trading 1 minute charts, you will probably not go with spreads. When you say, well, I want to trade on daily charts or even weekly charts, then maybe options or spreads make sense, because they usually react a little bit slower to the changes in the markets. After defining all these different points above, you have to make up your mind which broker will you use. Do you want to go with the online discount broker, where you have to place your orders and everything on your own, or will you go with a physical broker who can help you, especially on the beginning, with placing orders and so on? You might also need different brokers for different strategies you want to trade. For example, if you want to go with stocks or stocks options, and then later you want to put on future options, you will probably need a different broker and not just one single broker. Last but not least, what software will you use? Of course, it also depends very much on the markets, on the time frames, and so on. You will probably not find easily a software, a charting software or a trading software that's covering all of these different markets and vehicles and the time frame and so on. My recommendation is try not to spend too much money on the beginning. You can easily spend $1,000, but as long as you are not able to make some money in the markets, well, think about your expenses. Um, you will find software from, well, depending, of course, what you want to trade, free software or software that costs you $40 a month, up to, well, as I already said, 1,000 or even more. I know this might be very confusing, especially on the beginning when you start to trade. If you want, just get in contact with me. Maybe I can help you to give you some ideas about brokers, about software, and so on. Also, if you want to talk about what markets make sense on the beginning, it will not be easy for you to find out where to start. Take your time, do some paper trading, do some testing, change to a different market, do the same once again, paper trading, testing, and so on. All right, that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great trading week and talk to you soon. Bye bye.